Cagney. I need a woman's opinion.
It's Becky. I'm up to my ears in this case, okay? Later.
Come on. This is my first baby shower. Marcus. Marcus. Take a look at this, huh? Hat, huh?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Guns.
Uh-huh.
Vest.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's you, Victor.
Yeah.
Ted Peters requests Sergeant Cagney.
Again? Would you just tell Peters I'll call him later?
I have, every time he's called. Now, you can do it personally.
What's he here?
In the parking bay. All I know is he asked Maccabee to send you out here. Maccabee asked Connie. Connie asked me.
What, he can't find the front door?
I don't explain him, I just deliver him.
Mr. Peters! Where the hell are you? And why did
The hell didn't I come into the building? Well, I'll ask the truck driver why he's blocking this ramp.
Sorry you were inconvenienced.
Oh, I'm sorry you were. Ted Peters.
Sergeant Cagney,
You know, you really should be wearing a coat.
I didn't expect this to take long.
Oh, you thought you could just come down here, ask me why I've been calling you? Tell me to stop and be back at your desk in 30 seconds.
I figured 20. What is it you want, Mr. Peters?
I want to know why you haven't gotten anywhere with these wheelchair muggings.
You want an update on my case?
I have called you 5 times.
Look, Mr. Peters, when I crack this case, then I will have something concrete to tell you. But as it stands now, I'm very cold, and there's a man out there who is victimizing handicapped persons. And the sooner I get back to my desk, the faster we will have him off the streets, if you'll excuse me.
Sergeant Cagney, I would like to help you find him. I'm with the Isley Foundation, Washington, D.C. Maybe you heard of us? We operate centers for people with disabilities. Now, we have resources in our New York branch that might be very useful for you.
Mr. Peters, I am on this investigation. I am also late for an interview regarding this investigation. But I promise you, should I hit a snag, I will certainly be in touch.
Being in a wheelchair, I know how people in my situation can get into trouble.
One of them is telling me how to do my job. Now, I do appreciate concerned citizens.
But no one likes a pain in the neck.
Exactly.
So, don't be a pain in the neck. Good day, Sergeant. I don't like hearing that one of my officers was rude.
If anything, Inspector, it was Peters who was rude to me.
You know, this department has a policy of being responsive to all citizens.
Yeah, and that goes double for cripples.
Inspector, I think the term physically challenged or physically inconvenienced would be more appropriate.
Yeah, well, whatever. Anyway, it was also implied that you're dragging your heels on this case.
That is not true. I spent all morning interviewing victims. I've been breaking my tail on this.
Well, that's not enough, Cagney. It may surprise you, but some of us here are concerned with the image of this department.
Right. Thank God Mr. Peters came to us instead of the press.
Yeah. Now, what I want you to do is apologize to Peters in person. I want you to answer all his questions, and I want you to continually update him until you break the case.
Assuming I do, with the time that's been left over for work.
Sergeant, I would appreciate less in the way of attitude and more in the way of results. Do I make myself clear? Oh, and Bert, for God's sakes, don't let that ramp get blocked again.
The reason I called, I wanted to apologize if I gave you the wrong impression this morning.
You mean to say you were really cold?
The police department is, of course, most eager to find the wheelchair mugger, and we thought you might like to know where we are on the case.
Yes, that'd be nice.
Most of the attacks occurred within a few blocks of where the victims live. I am running a computer check now to find out what else the victims have in common. We hope that that will tell us how the mugger finds his victims and then, in turn, lead us to the assailant.
Oh, what have those wondrous machines come up with?
So far, not much.
Mm-hmm.
But please know that solving this case is a top priority.
Yeah, how many cases you got, Sergeant? My guess is too many.
Look, Mr. Peters, I know what a threat this situation must pose to the physically challenged.
Oh, that's a nice euphemism. I'm partial to Gimp myself, but you can use whatever term makes you comfortable.
Nothing makes me feel comfortable about this case, okay? I just want to catch the guy and put him behind bars, and if my hunch is correct, the computer will make that connection today, and I will find the mugger tomorrow. And if that is not fast enough, that's the best that I can do.
Look, Sergeant, I know that you were told to come here, use acceptable words, and control your temper. You see, I understand how your brass operates.
Are you and Elman buddies or something?
Sure. We go bowling together.
You think you're funny?
I know I couldn't be a stand-up comic.
Well, you also couldn't be a detective, Mr. Peters. So why don't you just back off? Or roll off, or whatever it is you do.
Would you believe figure eights?
Mary Beth? What are you doing here?
I want to talk to you.
What about you?
If you say one word about my condition, Christine, I swear I'll hit you. I couldn't stay in that apartment another minute, even if I was having 10 babies.
Well, it's not
Now,
exactly
I don't
my
want to
best
sound
day either, I don't mind
ungrateful,
telling you.
Christine, but I hate the idea of this baby shower.
You're not
Harvey.
supposed to know about that.
Well, I do, and I want you and Harvey to call it off.
Hey, you know I don't like baby showers. I don't go to baby showers, and I certainly don't throw them. You're the one who loves baby showers.
Other people's baby showers.
You know how many hours it took me to talk the guys into going to this
Now,
thing?
you see, that's exactly what I mean. They're going to be miserable, and I'm going to be miserable, and what's the
The
point?
point is, they already bought their presents, and I spent a long time trying to pull this damn thing together, and I can't get the money back on the room.
Well, I appreciate the thought, Christine, but it's the wrong one.
Oh, please don't do this to me, Mary Beth. All right, I've had a rough day dealing with a concerned citizen, and I've had it.
You've had it? You're not 8 months pregnant.
That's the good news. At least there's some end in sight for you. I don't know how long I'm gonna have to report to Peters.
Who is Peters?
He's this guy who leaned on Nelman, and now Nelman's leaning on me.
If you invited Nelman, I will never forgive you.
He wants everything his own way. He manipulates people, and he doesn't know how to take no for an answer. Why don't you tell me you didn't want a baby shower?
I did.
He thinks he's charming. I happen to think he's obnoxious.
Giving people parties they don't want, that's obnoxious.
He's also doing the one-liners all the time. Arrogant. You know that type? Are you listening to me?
Yes, I am.
I'm telling you, Mary Beth, if he weren't already in a wheelchair, I'd put him in one.
He's in a wheelchair.
Yeah, I told you that.
No, you didn't. You didn't mention that till now.
Well, he is. That's why I have to be nice to him. He's such a jerk.
First you sneak around planning baby showers, and then you talk that way about somebody who's handicapped.
Physically inconvenienced. Can you top that?
I am that. I'll use your bathroom.
Will you come to the shower?
Christine,
Will you come to the shower, please?
I'll be there. Feeling horrible, and I hope it makes you happy.
You better damn well look surprised.
So what you're telling me is the computer's come up dry.
One more run through the MO file is bound to turn up something.
And meanwhile, the mugger is still out there preying on easy targets.
I will find him. I just need a little more time. Now, what is one more week, Lieutenant?
Too much, that's what. The press is having a field day with this. If you don't come up with a lead by tomorrow, I assure you that Nelman's going to turn this over to the Borough Task
He
Force.
can't do that.
He can and he will, Cagney.
Lieutenant, I have done all the legwork on this thing. If Nelman turns it over to task force,
It won't look very good. So if I were you, I would come up with something else.
4 years ago, we were nothing more than a two-office storefront. Today, we got 50 employees, just as many services. We got vocational counseling, legal aid, travel agencies, a monthly newsletter. I tell you, sometimes it's hard to keep up.
Yeah, I can appreciate that.
Ted!
Angie.
You owe me dinner.
Oh, lobster mandarin Lynn's garden. I haven't forgotten. See that?
Call me.
I will. That was Angela Matheson, our public relations coordinator.
Tight-knit organization you run here.
Well, we don't like to discriminate against the able-bodied. Oh, Norma, did Bill call?
I left the message with the rest of your staff.
Could you give me the resource file, please?
Yeah, coming up.
What it is a list of wheelchair-accessible buildings, like theaters, restaurants, health clubs. Maybe we can come up with a common denominator.
You had mentioned a newsletter. Who has access to the mailing list?
Well, that's on a computer printout. Everyone that works here.
Well, may I look at that and a list of your employees?
Yeah, past and present.
Will you please get me a computer printout on Pierce Taxi, Queens? I'll check back following interview of witness. 10-4. The hospital clerk said that you radioed for the ambulance. Did you see anyone else at the scene when you arrived?
No, just Mr. Jenkins lying on the sidewalk, all beat up.
You know what he was doing at that address?
Well, he was seeing this girl. You know what I mean.
Does he see this girl often?
Now, that's nobody's business but his lady.
Sergeant.
Look, I got a cab to clean up.
You have my sympathies, Mr. Kurtz, but I'm running an official investigation here, and all of the mugging victims have used your cab company on a regular basis.
What's the big deal? The word got around that we don't mind handling the wheelchairs. They're good tippers, so we don't have to mug them.
I wasn't suggesting that you do. Who takes the calls?
Well, that would be Jimmy the dispatcher. Now, wait a minute. You're not saying that Jimmy is a mugger, huh?
Could I just talk to Jimmy?
Sure, Sergeant. Hey, Jimmy, somebody out here wants to see you.
Jimmy?
I didn't think you'd still be here. But I bet you work as long and as hard as I do.
You got a real competitive streak, don't you, Peters?
Thought I'd bring these by. Resource files for the tri-state area. Thought there'd be some help.
Oh, thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
How's it going?
Do you want the PR response, or do you want the truth?
Well, I like a woman who couldn't lie to me.
Okay, I found out that all the victims used the Pierce Taxi Company. That's terrific. Except that all the people at the Pierce Taxi Company doesn't get something on the way home.
I know a great Italian restaurant downtown, Micheli's. You ever hear of it?
No, but I'll try it sometime. Thanks.
No, I was talking about tonight. With me.
Well, I have to get up real early in the morning, and I have all of this work I haven't even done yet. But it was nice if you'd asked me. Thank you.
No, I'm talking about great fettuccine here. You know, like Mama used to make? My mama never cooked.
I can't really, but thanks.
Your loss. And mine. You know what I'm gonna do to deal with this? I'm gonna go alone. And I'm gonna order the fettuccine and the lasagna. Can I use your phone?
Sure.
I bet you thought I was a guy who couldn't feel sorry for myself. I'll probably get mugged. Yeah, could you send a cab to the 14th Precinct Station House, please? And could you tell the driver that I'm in a wheelchair? Thank you.
Do you always say that? We know people monitor the police band, so maybe this guy's been monitoring the calls to the cab drivers.
Maybe he has. But there's still no reason to put you out as decoy.
What else are we gonna do, Lieutenant? Every lead has dead-ended. I think we've got to bring the man to us.
And with all the people in wheelchairs in this city, what do you think the odds are that he's going to pick the one guy who happens to be a cop?
So I'll take lots of cabs. I'll take lots and lots of cabs, and you can give me Petrie and his Becky as backup.
I can't take 3 detectives off the chart.
Lieutenant, this is a very important case. We told Nelman we would get results. I don't know how else to do it except go undercover.
I can't have this guy following you all the way back to your own apartment.
So maybe the department will rent me a place.
Maybe the department will send me to Europe.
She could stay at my place. I got an extra bedroom. And the building is wheelchair accessible.
No, thank you, Mr. Peters. I'm sorry, but you know, we don't like to have civilians involved in these kind of cases.
Well, I'll sign any release form you want. The apartment's free, and so are the lessons.
Lessons?
Yeah, she's going to have someone teach her how to maneuver one of these things. Slow. Turn! Turn. Go back up. You having fun?
Yeah, just tell me when my arms will stop hurting.
Well, that depends on what kind of shape you were in to begin with.
Good, I thought.
Looked that way to me. Come this way. Come. Ooh, good. Stop. Good. Brakes. Great invention, brakes, huh?
All you hear about is the man who invented the wheel. Already seems fair.
Warm bath will help. You know, if it's any consolation, what you did today took me about a week to learn.
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
When did it happen to you?
6 years ago. Head-on collision. The other guy walked away.
I hope they threw the book at the bastard who was responsible.
Well, they were going to, but they figured that, well, I'd been punished enough. Never passing the curve.
I'll remember that.
I was in advertising at the time. Had my own company. I was doing pretty good. I guess I could have stayed with it, but I don't know, Madison Avenue. Packaging is everything. Anyway, what I'm doing now I find much more gratifying.
What, heading the Isley Foundation?
No, teaching a cop how to do figure eights in a wheelchair.
I'll bring my stuff in the morning.
You know, I'm going to give you the key just in case I'm not there.
Thank you.
Don't worry about that thing. You're going to be fine.
As long as I remember my brakes.
And never passing a curve.
All right.
Here they come. Surprise! Oh, my Lord! It's a baby shower! Where are the wives?
Chris did the inviting.
I can hardly get them to come. Here she is. Oh, would you look at this?
And he told me that we were going out for pizza.
Pizza!
Looking good, Mary Beth. Looking real good. Good. She looks tremendous.
Tremendous!
You want to sit down, Mary Beth?
Yeah, honey, sitting's good for you.
Yeah, here.
Gee.
Oh, great dress. What do you mean by great?
Hey, this is fun. I've never been to a baby shower before.
Yes, you have.
When?
Claudia's.
Well, I'm new at this. What do you do with these things anyway, huh?
You guys want a drink? Milk, Mary Beth? Oh, hi.
I didn't think you'd be here so early.
I didn't mean to barge in. I thought you'd be gone by now.
Well, my breakfast appointment canceled out on me.
I'm sorry. Next time we'll knock.
But listen, unless I can be arrested for what I'm doing here, why don't we both relax? That's the bathroom in there. I want you to know that I don't make space in my medicine cabinet for just anyone, you know.
I'll remember that when I write my thank you note.
The H on the tap stands for hardly warm.
Then I'll feel right at home.
I put your wheelchair in the closet here. I cleared some space out for you. I figured you were a clothes horse.
Oh, actually, I packed very lightly. We only have a week for this. Oh, can I use your phone?
Sure.
Great, thanks.
Hey, I want to thank you for what you're doing. I think it's great.
Thank you.
Takes a lot of guts.
No, it just takes a badge.
You be careful.
I'll be hell on wheels.
I knew that when I first met you.
Yeah. Yes, would you please send a driver to 826 Madison Avenue. And please tell him that I'm in a wheelchair. Okay, guys, here I come. working?
Jeffrey? I'm terribly sorry. Jeffrey, say I'm sorry for staring at the lady like that.
Oh, no, that's all right.
No, he has to learn. Jeffrey, say I'm sorry. Jeffrey, say I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Right.
Thank you. Come on.
Yeah, well, I'll put your horses in their restaurant truck, okay?
Hey, watch it, man. She's a crib.
That's it, fellas. I'm gonna call it a day. Oh. Hi.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to wake you.
Can't believe I fell asleep. What time is it?
It's a little after 9.
Did you just get in?
Oh, long meeting.
Yeah.
Hey, how'd it go?
Oh, long day. I knew it was gonna be rough getting around. You know, I expected that. But the people in this city, I tell you, they don't even look at you. You know, they all look up here. And the ones that do look at you are so damn patronizing, you just want to kill them. My arms got real sore. So I took a hot bath.
Help.
But I still got a headache. Am I giving you one? I'd kill for an aspirin.
You probably have a headache because you've been looking up at everybody. Your neck muscles aren't used to it. Here, come here, I'll give you an exercise.
Okay.
Take your neck and do like this. From side to side. That's it. Slowly. Now the other way. Back. That's good. Release some of that tension. Don't pull. Just stretch.
Is this a roundabout way of telling me you're out of aspirin?
I don't believe in aspirin.
I know a man who felt that way about capital punishment. Oh.
No. Keep your head straight.
I've been trying to do that for years.
What I want you to do is pretend to touch your ear to your shoulder, all right? Go ahead. All the way. That's where it gets you right there. That's where the tension builds up. Okay, now the other way.
Honey, baby, that's okay. I'll finish.
I need the exercise.
Yeah, maybe you could use a little exercise. That's okay.
What do you mean by that?
Well, what you said. I mean, sitting around taking it easy. Maybe you could use the exercise.
I got fat. Is that what you mean?
I did not say that, Mary Beth.
Yeah, but that's what you meant, though, isn't it?
That's it. I can't win. Anything I say, you nail me to the wall.
That is not true.
The hell it isn't. You know, I'm just glad you weren't this way with the other two.
Oh, yeah? Because if I had been, there wouldn't be a third. Is that what you're saying?
Let me tell you something, Mary Beth. Living with you this past week has been a royal pain in the butt, and I am damn tired of it.
I'm a little bit irritable.
A little bit irritable. That's like saying you're a little bit pregnant.
Oh, funny, Harvey. That's very funny. How'd you like to carry around 36 extra pounds for 2 months? How'd you like to retain enough water to float a battleship? My shoes are too small. My elasticized waistbands are too tight. I sit down and I'm uncomfortable. I stand up, my ankles swell. I lay down, my back hurts. Being pregnant is not easy, Harvey, and if you think it is, try it sometimes.
Honey, if I could have this baby for you, I would.
Yeah? Would you have gone to that shower? Everybody says a pregnant lady's so beautiful. I don't feel beautiful, Harvey. I feel big and heavy and clumsy.
Oh, honey, I swear, you're not heavy and clumsy. Just big.
Ooh, nice, huh?
It is. It just means there's more of you to love. Hey.
Liar.
Good morning.
Hi.
Did you sleep well?
Oh, yes, very well, thanks. Have you seen my shoes?
Yeah, they're in the living room. I hope I didn't wake you. Am I typing? I get up pretty early.
I see you do.
I probably make the best omelet in the city.
Oh, it looks wonderful, but I can't stay.
It's Saturday all day.
I know, but I have plans. Excuse me.
Well, Chris, then just stay for breakfast.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ted, but I have to go somewhere else. A brunch.
Do you know what time it is?
Oh, well, actually, it's a breakfast meeting. And then I have to go shopping. You're so right about me being a clothes horse. And then I have to do my laundry. You know, some people are so good with fluff and fold, but I just never really got the hang of it. But I will call you later,
Chris.
I promise. Yes.
Mornings after are always tough. And there are things here that make them tougher. I know that. I don't know about you, but I had a great time last night.
I did, too. I feel great. I just have to go now. Morning, Mary Beth. I brought breakfast. No one wants to cook on a Saturday. Hiya. I brought bagels and cream cheese, whipped orange juice, freshly squeezed. Is the rest of the family sleeping in this morning?
7:34 on a weekend morning. I wouldn't call that sleeping in.
7:30. Oh, I left my watch. Did I wake you up? I thought breakfast would be a nice idea.
At a decent hour with a phone call, it's a nice idea.
Excuse me. Next time I'll call and make an appointment to talk to you.
Christine, it's all right. It's okay. I'm getting used to your surprises lately.
Baby shower wasn't that bad, was it?
You want to know the best part? It's over. Okay. What's the problem? What?
That Ted Peters? I like him, Mary Beth.
You came over here at this hour to tell me something I knew 4 days ago?
I like him a lot.
Is that the problem?
I slept with him last night.
That could be a problem.
I don't know if I want to get involved.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to string him along. I've got to make a decision, Mary Beth.
Now?
I don't want to hurt him.
I never heard you say that about anybody before.
Well, he's not exactly like anybody I've been with before.
Because he's in a wheelchair.
Well, you can't pretend that it doesn't exist.
I wasn't going to.
I have a life that I lead, a life that I enjoy, and he would be left out. I ski. You know I love to ski. I ski all the time. That'd be real nice, wouldn't it? Having a great downhill run, and he's stuck there in the lodge all by himself.
Uh-huh.
Well, maybe I didn't ski as much last year, but I jog. I go to the theater. I like ball games. I'm a very active person.
And he isn't.
I didn't say that. Did you hear me say that once?
Well, what is it then?
I don't know if I can handle this relationship.
Oh, Chris, you're trying to make a decision about something that you don't know a lot about. Take your time.
I don't have any time. What do you mean, take my time? I have to go back and I have to face him. What am I going to say to him? I really want to be with you, Ted. I just don't know if I have the guts.
Yeah, what?
Lieutenant, may I speak with you?
I thought you were on decoy duty.
Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I need a new base of operations. Peter's place is not working out.
Wait a minute, Cagney. After I sell the brass on funding this setup, now you're going to tell me that it's not working out?
No, the operation is viable, just the location is wrong.
This whole idea was yours, Cagney.
I know it. But using Peter's apartment was his. And I'm telling you that the area is just too well traveled.
Well, you should have thought of that before I sold Nelman on this.
It's just too busy there for a mugging to take place, Lieutenant.
I know that you got some kind of problem with this Peters guy. But I want you to put that aside. Nailing the perp. That's all that should matter here. No, I talked to him before I left. Someone's at my door. I gotta go. No, charter half a plane. Look, I told him I'd get him there. Bye. Hoping I wouldn't recognize you?
No. I was just hoping the mugger wouldn't. He's around. Where's my microphone?
I put it in the table there. along with your watch. Where you been?
Home. I get the weekends off.
I do too. Thought you were gonna call me. After your shopping and laundry, of course. You know, despite my swagger, I'm usually not treated like a one-night stand.
I'm sorry.
Me too. I tried calling you.
Yeah, I'm not listed.
Yeah, I found out. Could you give me a clue why you vanished? I mean, I thought it went pretty well.
It did. I told you that it was great.
Damn it, Chris, I was worried about you.
You shouldn't have been. Look, I've got to go, okay? The guys are waiting for me.
Let them wait. Talk to me, Chris.
I can't. Please understand, when this case is over, then we'll talk. Okay? I'm gonna try down this alley. Okay, guys, I've had enough. Thank you.
Come on, baby. You're going for a little ride down the stairs.
I want you to know I don't cook dinner for just anybody.
Should I consider myself honored?
Well, I think you better taste it first.
Oh, I tell you, I wish I could have seen the look on that guy's face when you stood up.
Yeah.
Must have been the same kind of look that was on your face when you woke up in my bed the other morning.
I better check on dinner. Do you like veal?
Yes.
I love to make veal. It's so much fun to pound away at it. And then there's so many interesting ways to prepare it. You know, there's veal marsala, veal cordon bleu, veal piccata, veal parmesan. I was wondering what we'd talk about. Maybe we should save subjects like chicken and beef for after dinner.
Chris. I was wrong to expect you to spend the weekend with me. I mean, I had no right to make that assumption. I'm sorry.
I wanted to spend the weekend with you. I was just scared. Does that make any sense?
Of course.
Why are you so terrific?
Habit, I guess. Well, here's to...
A tough judge and a long sentence.
And a job well done.
Thank you. That's good stuff.
Well, I figure you deserve the best.
That's what I've been saying to myself lately. And I decided who am I to argue?
Well, should we eat?
I want to tell you what I've been thinking about first.
It's gonna spoil my appetite?
Oh, I hope not. I've given this a lot of thought. I was frightened because I didn't think that I could handle it. But now I've gotten to know you.
Christine, hold it a minute. Give me your hand. Let me talk first.
You should hear Ted talk about his schedule. I tell you, Mary Beth, he's got his appointment book filled up for the next 2 years. Took off for Washington this morning at 7 o'clock. That's where he's based. He had a congressional meeting he had to get to.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I told him I was the same way. You know, with this caseload I've been carrying, I really don't have much time for a social life.
Sounds like he doesn't have much time either.
No, not a lot. Not enough for me, anyway. He may be in a wheelchair, Mary Beth, but there is one thing this man cannot do, and that is say no to his work.
You miss a lot that way.
Yeah, well. Sometimes you just don't realize it until it's too late. It's funny, I've been busy worrying about whether he'd fit into my life. I never even stopped to think about whether I'd fit into his. This man I would have made time for.
Renee's feeling under the weather next on BBC Two. Our afternoon classics continue with a double bill of LOLO.